and keeping Skip Bayless is like a music promoter keeping Weird Al Yankovic and getting rid of Lady Gaga and James Brown. So Shannon is speaking without speaking, but you see that relationship is horrible. It's not even decent. It's like non-existent. It's been that way since the DeMar Hamlin incident. And what I've always said is that he wasn't going to be able to stand next to Skip as a former NFL athlete and be able to justify that after what happened on that field. And I always said Shannon was an NFL player first and an analyst second. And that's not to speak on his analytical skills. It's just he's more sympathetic and empathetic to the athletes. And Skip is not. He just wants to see a game. So, man, when I look at this, though, you can't tell me Skip isn't.
He's 30-30 completion percentage. You gonna let me talk? Because that's what you do.
If you'll stay on point on question.
You never stay on point.
Okay.
What are you?
He's a 4 Twitter followers.
Don't worry about. Hold on.
Yeah, okay.
You talk about Twitter, and we come out here and discuss topics that you tweeted. So don't give me about that Twitter stuff. You can talk about my followers all you want, but I got your dead to right, and you see how he do America. He talk about my Twitter followers. That's what I know. I got it.
Hey, I answered the question. What are you talking about? There are two sides of the ball. I told you I'm not gonna pick him anymore. Don't give me that baloney.
That's what you giving me.
Hate by a guy who's jealous that he is still playing at a high level at 45 when you had to stop at 35.
That's what did. You make it seem like I was a bum. I'm in the effing Hall of Fame.
Okay,
I got 3 Super Bowls.
So put your glasses back on.
What's going on there, guys? We back with another one. And as we look at Shannon Sharpe's social media, it looks like he and Skip may have one more blow up. You know, Skip sees everything on social media. And Shannon, although he's not tweeting these things out, he's finding posts and liking things that mention him in a positive light and Skip in a negative light. And so I don't know if Uncle Shay Shay and Skip's gonna make it without that final blow up, man. This last tweet.
But I know personally, that I've had to diffuse 2 situations, one with the coach and one with the NBA player. They wanted to fuck Skip up. Personally, I've had to do it. One was this year, one was last year. But personally, I had to reach out to Unc and set up a conversation for people who wanted to fuck Skip up. But, you know, luckily cooler heads have prevailed. But, I mean, I just see it's just gone too far, in my opinion. And again, Shannon's had a lot of love, or does have a lot of love for Dude, but you could even see Shannon's fed up. And someone's going to end up hurting Skip because his ego, his arrogance, his disrespect has kind of always been on this level. But now I think it's going to a new level. And now he's disrespecting his co-host and Shannon. And again, someone, you know, they've had a great working relationship over the years. But this dude Skip is all bad. And he thinks that he could say and do what he wants and there isn't going to be any repercussions. And there may not be no repercussions from his job, but someone is going to run up on Skip and hurt this man. I don't know if it's going to be in 2023 or 2024, but it's coming.
Sometimes the simplest question is the best one, right? How do you do that? Tim Legler alongside us. And last night of Nikola Jokic, you said he's the most decisive basketball player you've ever seen. Naturally, people are going to react and say, well, what are you talking about? But you're not a hyperbole guy.
No.
You believe that this guy he has a definitive idea of what he's going to do, and then he does it. How did he demonstrate exactly what you were talking about last night in this game?
Yeah, I mean, my scope of knowledge of the game, right, when I fell in love with it, is going from the early 80s to now, Scott.
You've seen some hoops.
I've seen it all, and I try not to be a prisoner.
You're not that guy.
I just don't like doing it, but he really is. I mean, everything he does is purposeful. It all revolves around him, but I think
they're not even at. Like, Shannon's not getting added in some of these tweets. So he is actively going into the search box, typing in Shannon Sharpe, Skip Bayless, and seeing what people's saying. And he's selecting what he thinks is the best ones to like them. So I want to know what you guys think about this, man. I want to know do you think Skip and Shannon gonna get through these 2 weeks? Because the tension is in the air. You know what I'm saying? It's obviously in the air. If Shannon's liking stuff, calling him a piece of you know what, it's straight up smoke in there. So I want to know what you guys think, man. Would they be able to get through this smoothly? Shannon gonna get through it professionally, or Shannon gonna walk off the set in dramatic fashion? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace.
Congratulations, Shannon Sharpe, on making that boss move. You bossed up once again. You heard me? Rose. And
you know the wildest thing of all is Shannon Sharpe kept confrontation from coming Skip's way.
I just feel of late he's been very, very, very disrespectful and out of pocket, and that's normal, but he's been that way to Shannon. And you can see Shannon bite his tongue. You can see him, do deep breaths from not jumping across that table and wringing that man's neck. But I think Skip's day is coming. And it may not be from a firing standpoint because, we know white men in this profession can kind of get away and do what they want.
Went to a mismatch with Aaron Gordon. Then Jamal Murray got it going with some action. At this point, Jokic hadn't really even gone into anything remotely resembling scoring mode. Perfect.
He is far superior. He has a wonderfully bright future ahead. Bayless, meanwhile, won't find another partner. His career will nosedive because